All right, your assignment for today is practice 12-3, form K, which is attached to today's assignment. To make it easier, I tried to enlarge the figure so we could look at it a little bit better, closer details. So I'm doing number 2. And number 2 is just a straightforward question applying the theorem that we did today. Here is my inscribed angle because the vertex is on the circle and the sides of the angle are chords. Right here is the intercepted arc. And they're asking me for what is the measure of the arc. And I put in our notes today that the arc is twice the angle. The angle is half the arc. The arc is twice the angle. The arc measure is bigger than the angle measure. So that means for A, our answer would be 34 degrees. All right, now let's look down here. We learned today that if you have a quadrilateral inscribed inside a circle, that opposite angles in that quadrilateral are supplementary. So 180 subtract 87 would make this angle right here 93. So we could figure that out very easily, that would be 93 degrees. Now they're asking us for B degrees along this arc. But I just realized that arc for that 78 degrees goes all the way around here. See where the blue extensions for the angle are? So this arc all the way between the blue sides of the angle, if you double 78, you're going to get 156. So all the way around would be 56, but they're only asking me for a portion of it, B. I need to subtract this 36 off of there. So the portion B would only be 120 degrees. 120 plus 36 would make 156 degrees for that arc. So what I'm looking for is just 120 degrees. So these arcs are made up of partners. Around over here, they're asking me the same thing. This 93 degrees is this orange arc. A part of this orange arc is measuring 36. The rest of that arc would measure what they're calling C. So if I take this angle and double it, that means the orange arc should be 186 degrees. But a portion of it is designated as 36 degrees. So what I have left would be that C is 150. Now to me that's kind of a tricky situation because instead of this being one solid arc that measures 186, a portion of it measures 36, and they're asking me about the remaining portion. All right, so here I've tried to color code so we can kind of follow what's going on. Here's the angle that measures 39. If I follow the sides out, and I've marked those in blue, it is this arc right here. Inside this inscribed angle is this arc. We know that in order to find that angle, that's 39, in order to find that angle, it's 39. In order to find the arc, we're going to double that. So that arc would be 78 degrees. So the arc is going to be 78 degrees. All right, so let's go back and see. What about B? It's important that you notice this green line right here is a diameter. This B has got to be a 90-degree angle for two reasons. It's drawn inside a semicircle, or it is intercepting a semicircle. Either way you see it. So B has to be 90 degrees. And then the last angle they're asking us about is this C angle. See, I have extended the sides of it and I have marked it in orange. but I'm like, they didn't tell me what this arc is out here. But they did tell me enough information that I can figure out what that arc measures. Here's the diameter. So from this end of the diameter all the way around to this side is a semicircle. A semicircle measures 180 degrees, but this part is 50. So this orange portion of the arc would be 130. So this angle is half of that arc, and half of the arc would be 65 degrees. So A was 78, B was inscribed in a semicircle, that's 90, and half of this 130 would be 65. And then lastly, I did number 14 for you. And I'm not necessarily doing things in order, I'm just doing them the way they look most obvious to me. To me, this is the inscribed angle B. Here are the sides, and right here I color-coded that blue. The arc I know, the angle I'm asking for. So the angle is half of the arc, so that's going to be what, 26 degrees? No, 28 degrees. So B is going to be 28 degrees. Sorry about that. All right, now it's important that you realize this orange line right here is a diameter. So that means this blue along with this green part measures 180 degrees. This is a semicircle. So if this blue portion of the semicircle measures 56, it means this green portion measures 124, because that would add up to be 180. This is that case where this angle C is made by a tangent and a chord. The arc loops around the chord. This angle measures half of, or you can divide that by 2, so that would be 62. So C would be measuring 62 degrees. This angle right here at at A, talking about A, is an inscribed angle. If I could figure out what that arc measures, then I would know how to find the angle back here at A. I'd take half of it. Remember, this diameter cuts this into a semicircle. So the one that I haven't color coded at all, from here around to here, is 180 degrees. I know a portion of it is 112, so the other part would have to be 68. So this portion over here where I have a question mark is 68. And if I'm trying to find the angle, I'm simply going to take that 68 and divide that by 2. So that would make AB 34. Now, if you notice, I'm color coding for your benefit, but marking your angles work. Mark part of it, and then if you need to, erase it and go back and mark another part. So your assignment for today is to finish this Form K on inscribed angles. There are, 17 questions, and please put your answers in here and do your best at working this.